Good evening. Welcome back to Crochet with Lulu. How is everybody doing? I'm worn out. I have tried all evening to make a video, and after I would play it back, I would think, And normally, my videos are a little wonky, and I just put them on through, but some of them didn't make sense. I was rambling even more so than I am now. I was going from one side of the room to the other, watching the fur babies, and now they're asleep, so I've caught it quiet, and we have a light that's wonky. So you'll see that flashing. I left the light on because I wanted to show you my project. I'm setting myself some goals for the new year. I don't call them resolutions. My biggest goal is to get back on my healthy eating journey and my walking journey. To feel better, to have I need it. I have not fallen off the wagon so bad this year, but enough, and I've not been happy with myself, but I've not been angry at myself either. I allowed myself some time to eat junk and things that I wanted. So I'm not beating myself up. I've not been depressed about it. I'm fine. But the new year, it's back to salads and yogurts and fruits and vegetables and all the good things. All the good things. More water. I was doing real good there for a while on waters, and the last couple of weeks most of the drinks I'm drinking are sugar-free diet, no sugar, and caffeine-free. I just went completely blank. So that's my biggest goal, is to get back on my healthy journey. More vegetables, all that, more water. The second goal I have is I want to be better prepared for birthdays and holidays. I'm realistically, now to some of you, 2 a month is not much, but to me that's a realistic goal. I want to do 2 projects a month crochet wise. Like I said, to some of you that's in one day. You crochet that fast and you can do that. But to me, I'm doing realistically for myself. So I'm hoping that I can do 2 projects a month. The first project that I have that I want to finish is my son's scarf. Now I'm doing 44 double crochets wide. I've got a stitch marker here and a stitch marker here. I count every stitch. Now, it's according to how wide you're doing a project. You could even count so many stitches and put a stitch marker and so many stitches. But know this, when you're going back and forth with a double crochet, if you can see, some of your stitches point one way and some of them kind of point another. So it gives the appearance where that stitch marker is that it's wrong. But if you count every stitch, you'll be right at the end and the beginning. Count them. When I finish this scarf, it's going to be very long. I wanted it long so he can wrap it around his neck however many times he wants to. And I chose the double crochets because they're warmer than the triple crochets. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a slip stitch border or a single crochet border. I'm thinking a slip stitch, but I want to see how it looks, and then I may ravel that back and do a single crochet. So it'll just be a simple border because I don't want to take away from the colorway. This is Hobby Lobby Sugar Wheel color by number. And I love the colorway. I love the colors in it. I think they're beautiful. And I don't have the band, the cake band up here. I've got some more in the basement I've got to get and bring up just in case I need it. I just started the new cake. The other cake I started from the middle, and went from the middle out. But this one I started from here so that I would have a wider this, and then it'll eventually go back the other side, you know, in the same colorway. I'm hoping, you know, some of the dye lots are different, so you really can't, a lot of times you can't really tell when there's when it has several different colors in it. But I'm hoping that's what that will do. I will show you the finished project. I will hopefully, I hope I have my stitch marker that I will leave here, you know, as to where I was when I showed you. So then we'll know how far I got. So I'm hoping, I would love to get this done by next week, because I do have a commission beanie. The yarn will be here the 6th. It was a special color that she wanted, and for some reason Amazon, it was taking them to the 6th, which is fine because I'm getting 3 skeins for the price that I would have probably paid for one. So I'm happy with that. I'll have a lot of yarn left over. Most of the time, most of the beanies I've made, 1 skein will make 2 beanies normally. But this one is a special beanie, and it will have the cuff that comes up. So I'm thinking it may be going to take pretty much almost a whole skein. And that's fine. But I will show it whenever I finish it. I'm just hoping I can make it look good, how she wants it. And then my son's girlfriend wanted me to make one for her stepfather, so she's gonna get the yarn sometime, hopefully in the next week or so, and then I can do that. A typical beanie for me is 2.5, maybe 3 hours. It's according if I stop and start. A lot of times I can get one made in 2.5 hours. 2.5 or 3 hours. But you hear snoring. Biggs they're all sound asleep. And I've got to wake them up and take them back outside. I normally try to take them out by 10, and then I'm in for the night with them. But yeah, that's really all I have. My other goal is I want to buy 4 gifts a month. Nothing extravagant, nothing major, just 4 simple gifts a month. That way Christmas doesn't catch me off guard like it did this year. I was ordering gifts and had a struggle getting them. In fact, the last of the gifts came today. Christmas was Wednesday. Walmart decided to send me 1 bag instead of 4 bags that I ordered. So I have 1 big bag for the kids' gifts, and then I have the little bag here for the mother's gifts. So that's how Christmas done me this year. I don't appreciate it. I don't know where I've been all year. But it took me off guard. Oh my word, don't you just hate that? It came too soon. It was supposed to wait. But yeah, I don't know where, last year when I first started my YouTube channel, I was the one that started whenever I started my channel, oh, we're going to do Christmas ornaments. We're going to do this and we're going to do that. This year, the only Christmas ornaments I made, now last year I made snowflakes, I made icicles, spinners, doilies, beanies. I done a lot of things last year. Bookmarks. Do you think I done that this year? No, I didn't. I don't know where my mind has been. I've gone through something in my mind. But I done spinner ornaments for the tree, and the tree is very wonky. The children, the fur children, have gotten underneath the tree and they keep spinning it around, and it's not supposed to spin. It's not sitting on a spinner, and part of the lights are not working. So right now the tree's kind of leaning. But I made spinner ornaments this year, but I don't know if I hung any of my spinner ornaments on the tree this time. I think I gave most of them away. But yeah, I don't want to be caught off guard again. You know, it's not fun when you order something and then there's a delay, there's a delay, there's a delay, and you're thinking, okay, they should have been here by now. You know, what do I say? What do I do? So, you know, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and nobody expects things really from us. But I set high goals, and that's why this time I'm setting realistic goals for myself. So I think 2 crochet projects a month. I do want to learn how to do a cardigan for myself, because I can just see the colors in my head that I want for my cardigan. And then I would love to do my son a cardigan. I really want to. I really want to learn how to do the sleeves. I really do. And I would love to learn how to do the amigurumis. But if I don't learn how to do the amigurumis this year, that's fine. If I can get other projects that I know and I'm confident in doing, I'll be fine with that. But I do want to learn how to do cardigans. So if any of you want to send me a tutorial specially for me, for my mind, on the sleeves especially, please do it. But if you see this, how it's, you know, it's even. It's pretty much even. That's why I said you've got to do your stitch count. Do your stitch count. Do your stitch count. That will be something you hear me harp about often, because I tried doing it without counting the stitches, and it goes this way, or it goes this way, or one side goes out and the other side goes in. It doesn't look right. So count your stitches. You'll always have a little bit of a, you know, you'll always have that, but that's okay. A simple little border around it will do just fine. But I'm going to get off from here. I'm rambling. I hear the wind. We're expecting a storm, and I'm just praying that my son and his girlfriend gets in before the storm hits. But I hear the wind getting up, and that makes me anxious for them. And then my friend's daughter and son-in-law and grandchildren were on the road this afternoon, so that always makes me anxious too. And then my cousin was on the road today. She made it just fine. So I'm going to get off from here now, because I'm using the words and so a lot, and I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. And if you're in the path of this storm,